Hello, beautiful souls, and happy Monday, and welcome to Soulful Ascension. Today, oh wow, we have Jupiter moving into Cancer, and I'll go into more detail on what that means for you. Plus, this week we have the full moon in Sagittarius. So, this week is such a pivotal healing for our soul's ascension and our evolution of where we're moving into for the next 12 months. So that's what I'll be covering today. And I'm also testing out a new microphone that I've got to see if the quality of the audio is clearer. So let me know if it is better. So Jupiter is such an expansive month. It is all about abundance and prosperity and new doors of opportunity opening. Plus, it's all about success. Where are you going? It stays in Cancer for the next 12 months. But when it moves signs, it only stays for the 12 months, but it only happens every 12 years. So think back to what was happening in your life from June 2013 to June 2014. And was it a really prosperous, joyful time in your life? What was expanding in your life? Maybe in your career, maybe in your relationships. It's all about your personal success as well as your career success, and also very abundant. So abundance was flowing, wealth, prosperity, success, always flows when Jupiter is in Cancer. And so for myself, I was living in California, working in Silicon Valley and for a corporate company, and the abundance was definitely flowing, but also I was invited to speak on stages at conferences and different events, and so my whole business was expanding and exploding, and it was just a wonderful time in my life. So this is what we will be looking forward to for the next 12 months, because this is about planting those seeds for the next 12 months. Really use this energy on being very clear about your goals, but coupled with the full moon is all about releasing and letting go, and looking at those deep, dark, buried wounds that maybe feel scary. This is your opportunity to look, to go really deep in your soul and in yourself, and being honest and going, okay, what still needs to be cleared and healed? Because the full moon is shining a light on those deep wounds. And these are those parts of ourselves which we may have gone, oh, it's too scary, or I'm fearful about looking at that. And when you can allow yourself to sit in it, and this is also coupled with the Cancer, okay, really sitting with those emotions and feeling the emotion, and also feeling what is the meaning that you are giving that pain or that emotion. What is the story? What is the message? Just keep asking all those parts, those emotional parts of yourself, on the clarity. Because once you receive the clarity of what is it an example of, and what's the message that it has for you, then you change your perspective and you can see it from a different outlook, and then you can just let it go. And that's how simple it is. But the ego mind goes, oh, this is too scary. I don't want to look at this wound. But remember, that the fear is all an illusion and you're much stronger and more powerful than that deep, dark wound, whatever it is. If you can truly just see it for what it is and receive the clarity on the message of why you created it in the first place, what is the meaning behind it, and then just release it with love. And then when you release it, and you can bring in, I work a lot with dragon energy, so it's about burning away that emotional part, that burning away whatever the trigger is, whatever the emotion is, whatever the 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 emotion, whatever it is that's coming up for you to be cleared and healed. Allow the energies, and you can bring in the full moon for this and do a burn away those parts that are ready to be healed and cleared once and for all, because the next 12 months is so exciting. It is so prosperous. There are so many new opportunities and possibilities opening up for you. And so the quicker you can heal these old parts of you that do not belong in the new version of you, well, then that will just free up the space, free up the energy, and free you to fully step into the new being and the new beginnings and who you are becoming. And that new version of you can then see things from a clearer perspective on where you're moving into and your new steps forward, and having that clarity on your next steps. And it is so liberating and so freeing when you can truly do this process yourself. Yes, you can see a therapist and go and have a healing, but the more you can take responsibility for these parts and actually do your own inner work and your own inner healing, and sit in silence and sit in stillness and just go within and just feel the emotion and feel what's coming up, that will be more liberating for you. And then on the flip side of that, you come out stronger and more courageous and more in alignment with who you truly are as a soul. And so with Cancer, Cancer is the water sign. It's all about emotions. It's all about nurturing. It's all about mothering and nurturing you. This is why I include nurture in my Bend method, which is advanced self-care for the soul, and it's balance energy, nurture and nourish. And so when you can nurture and nourish you as a soul, and nurture all those parts of yourself. And we all come in with these learnings and growings. We came in as a soul with these agreements that we would go through significant emotional events in our life in order to upgrade our consciousness and to learn and grow and upgrade in our soul. And so what we're doing here on this earth plane is learning and growing and expanding as a soul, and coming back to your truth and your sovereignty and back to who you truly are for your soul's mission and your soul's purpose here on this playground that we call earth. So with the Cancer energy, it's all about self-care for you. What nurturing and loving and gentle things can you do for you on a daily basis, because with the energy being so intense right now, it is about you taking time out, taking a step back from the busyness of life, and taking time to you to truly nurture and give yourself self-care. This could be a bubble bath. It could be an Epsom salts magnesium bath. It could be just being out in nature and listening to the birds and bare feet on the grass, or go swim in the ocean and allow the ocean water to cleanse over you. It could be going and having a massage, but it's about finding the things that are in your backyard that is nurturing you, that you can do for free. There are so many things that you can just do. It could be listening to music, or just sitting in meditation and journaling, and just sitting in quiet and just really enjoying the quietness within, and quietening that chatter in your mind and dropping into the heart. The more you can come home in your heart, because Cancer is all about the home body. Where do you feel at home? And the more you can sit in your heart and feel at home in your heart, the better. The more loving and nurturing and self-love you will feel for yourself. So think back 12 years ago, what was happening in your life, but also where you are right now, what you learnt from all those experiences back then, who you are right now. Acknowledge the growth and the wisdom and the knowledge that you have gained. And then this is an opportunity for you to then plan out your next 12 months of this expansive, explosive, just prosperous 12 months with Jupiter in Cancer. Okay, so let's talk about the full moon, because the full moon is in Sagittarius. So triggers are going to come up. This is, and again, we've got the Cancer. So if you are feeling triggered, that's an opportunity for you to look at the energy of that emotion, whether it's anger or fear or rage or shame or guilt, or what if there's triggers in conflict with relationships, what is draining your energy, and looking at those triggers, looking at those parts. This is the underworld of the issues that's bubbling up to the surface, and it's coming to the surface for you to heal and clear that energy. And all it is energy, because emotion is energy in motion. So when you clear this energy, then it's like it clears the slate for you. So anything to do with any fears or anxiety, I recommend do some healing on your root chakra. This is our stability. This is the root of our feeling secure in ourselves. It's also the grounding. This is where we send down the grounding cord into Mother Earth. This is clearing those worries and the doubts and the uncertainty and the fears that are caught in our root chakra. And then send a big grounding cord down from the base of your spine. And I like to make it the size of my hips and make that the grounding cord. Send it all the way down into the layers of the earth and use it as a drain pipe, and just see what's coming up for you and just keep draining. And the mantra that I like to say is, I release, I surrender, I let go. And you can keep repeating that. I release, I surrender, I let go. and just give yourself that space to truly feel and feel and feel what's coming up for you. Feel the emotions coming up and allow yourself to release it and let it go. Because there is so much that's coming to the surface, and we're seeing this all over the world and what's happening in many countries, and especially politics. You know, all this stuff's coming to the surface to be cleared. And Mother Nature is doing her own purging and clearing, with the natural disasters of earthquakes and volcanoes and big eruptions and flooding. It's all clearing the energy. And so everything that is going on internally for us as an individual ripples out to the masses. So the more that you can clear your volcanoes and eruptions, and the earthquakes within you, and that clear that energy, well, then you come back into alignment with your heart and feeling love and peace and joy in your heart center. And just keep focusing on the love and the peace and the joy for everybody, all our brothers and sisters around the world, because that's what we're all clearing and aiming for. And so, and I've been saying this for weeks, do not get caught up in the distraction of all the drama out there. Know that there is so much going on under the surface, and everything is being cleared and healed for our highest good and destiny. So just take responsibility for your individual healing and clear any of those parts that are coming up for you. And this takes some time, and some focus on truly being honest with yourself to look at those nudges that you may feel. Listen to your inner guidance. So for the full moon, write out on your piece of paper everything, you know, any betrayal, any hurts, any sadness or guilt or conflicts or anything that's just bubbling up to the surface, and write it all out, and then burn it. Release the energy, because when you can just surrender and release, then you allow the universe to truly guide you on a clearer path, on your next steps forward for who you are becoming as a magnificent, powerful soul that you are, and allowing new energy, new beginnings to come in for you, and then embrace that, embody the new energy coming in, because over the months we are going to, it feels so much, it is turbulent times, but the more you can stay up on your surfboard and ride the waves and just be the observer, and it's like, whoa, yep, I see some rocky patches over there, and I see a tornado here, and I'm just going to watch what's going on and stay on my surfboard and laugh and have as much fun as I can while I'm riding the surfboard. And the more you can just go out and do the fun, loving things that bring you joy, that make you laugh. Maybe it's going to comedy or watching a funny movie, or being around fun, heart-centered people where you can just laugh and have fun and just be the bright spirit that you are, and just be in that joy of who you truly are, which is why everything I do is about regaining your joy, because the more you can come back into alignment with who you truly are as a soul, back to your true authentic self and be the joy that you are, that's the true essence of who you are. All this stuff that you're clearing, it's just temporary. So just let it go, because it's not who you are. And so let go of the attachments, let go and just clear out anything that's draining your energy. Now, a lot of the conversations I've been having with people is, yeah, especially with cleaning out the clutter and cleaning out stuff, you know, physical stuff as well as emotional stuff. It's like there's been some procrastination because they think in the mind, the ego thinks, oh, it's scary, and but that's the ego, because the ego knows that it's dying, so it's going to bring up fears. But we are going through a death and a rebirth, but the rebirth, yes, it is uncomfortable, and yes, it is a bit, it's not even painful, it's just going through growing pains. But it's like, just use the breath to breathe through deep breaths. And it's like one of the body work techniques that I'm trained in is body electronics and meta electronics. And what you do is you hold one of the acupuncture points, okay? So we all have acupuncture and acupressure points all the way through our body. But if you hold that point for really, really hard with so much pressure, and it's like it is painful to begin with, but the more you breathe through it, then after a while, it's like hard butter when you press your finger in hard butter, and it's hard. But the longer you keep pressing into it, well, guess what happens? The butter melts. And that's the same with your emotions. It's like you, with the big block of butter, you will notice there's a big well, and it's like the butter has melted around your finger. And so that's the same with how you can dissolve the emotions and just breathe through it, breathe through, and then the hardness and the emotion, it's like, oh, it's dissolved. It's dissolved and transmuted into liquid. And then allow, it's like, that's the art of allowing, okay? Just allow the energy to transmute. And this takes time and discipline. Doesn't have to take a lot of time, but the more you can just really truly focus, because this is a karmic turning point in our life. This is about getting out of the comfort zone and seeing new things for our growth. This is a growing time for your soul and clearing out anything that is limiting you. So this is such a magical time on earth. This is about you creating the miracles that you deserve and that are waiting for you. There are so many miracles waiting for you, so many magical moments waiting for you. And sometimes the mind limits us and keeps us stuck and blocks us from opening up those new doors of infinite opportunities. So keep feeling into what's coming up for you personally, and what is feeling blocked, and then or keeping you stuck, or keeping you limited, or keeping you playing small, and clear that energy. So it takes time to actually focus in a meditation on, okay, this is still an issue, this needs clearing, this is triggering me, there's some conflict here, there's some maybe issues in my family to be healed. Because that with the cancer, this is all about nurturing, you know, any mother wounds as well, and nurturing and healing those wounds. I know for myself, you know, because as a child growing up, I didn't get the nurture and nourish from my mother. And so this has been a big healing for me to nurture and nourish myself as a soul and not look for the external world to do that, because it's up to me to do that for me. And this is what I go much deeper into in the Ben Method Academy, because nurture and nourish are two of the steps, and we go much, much deeper into all these tools to nurture and nourish you as a soul, and really looking at the inner child, and any inner child wounds that are still lingering. That's where the outbursts come out. That's where the hurt little boy or girl makes these outbursts, or says something reactive, or responds in a hurtful way. Again, we're seeing this in politics right now, okay? It's just the hurt little boy or girls, you know, projecting out their wounds in either on social media or to other people. So this week, be very aware of those wounds that are coming up for you, and take a step back and sit in silence in order for you to actually feel the emotions that's coming up for you, to feel the energy that's moving in each moment. And just the more you can take a step back and just feel everything, and then that will move you forward, because you can clear it just like that. I mean, it can be done so quickly. Okay, so this is such an exciting time on the planet, and the more you can really step in to embrace this energy at this time, embrace every aspect of your life. And with Jupiter, this is expanding in every area of your life, from relationships to health to career to your business to personal growth to spiritual growth. Everything is expanding. So, what does that look like for you as you move forward on your new beginnings, on your new path? Okay, I'm going to choose a card from the Mystical Journey Oracle, and let's see what comes through. Well, let's see which card jumps out. So, and just be willing this week, be willing to go to the underworld. Give yourself that time and space to go to the underworld of your life for the death and the rebirth, because the outcome is so exciting. It is so magical. There is so much to look forward to. Okay, so this is your opportunity to slow down, give yourself that space, and just be gentle and loving with yourself, but also willing to receive the insights and the new messages that are coming through. Okay, so we have taking back your power. Very interesting, because this is all about what have you been giving your power to, which is draining your energy. This is take back your power, stand in your power, stand in your sovereignty of who you truly are as a soul, and take back anything, especially with leaks in your energy field. So where is your energy being leaking? And bringing back all your energy back to you. So let's have a look at the extended message of this card. And so this is the water lily is an ancient symbol that signifies hope, rebirth, and purification. It represents your earthbound human self reaching for the light. On this card, the, the, the lily roots are buried deep in the mud, which symbolizes your earth life. And the beautiful flowers emerge from the water and reach towards the sky, embodying your yearning to connect with your higher self. So in this image, I'll just hold the card up here. In this image, the woman's soul is being tethered by pillars because she is not expressing her needs. And part of keeping yourself small can be a hesitancy to speak your truth. Instead, you stay silent in an effort to keep the peace and minimize conflict. Speaking up means being true to yourself and taking back your power. Maybe you are maybe you are scared of making a mistake, of making some changes, or of finding yourself alone. The taking back your power card appears when you need to say something you've been wishing to verbalize for a long time. Remembering who you truly are, for your soul knows that if you speak your truth and will not only survive but thrive. Express how you feel, even if you are scared or you run the risk of losing your spirit. This card may also indicate a situation in which you have stayed silent for too long, walking on eggshells for fear of upsetting another person. It is time to take back your power and say something. And what I'm getting is, especially any relationships that you are in that could be abusive, that anything which it's like, that doesn't feel right. So looking, because a lot of relationships are changing right now. So if you are in a relationship that is not nurturing or nourishing your soul, this is about take back your power. So the action here is use the symbol of the water lily as encouragement to speak your truth and acknowledge how you really feel. When you speak up, you honor your soul. And if you don't speak up, stay underwater and cannot shine your true light. And you're here to shine your light, shine your heart light, and let it shine. And allow yourself to radiate your beautiful, loving heart light energy out there in the world. Back 2006 is my business name was Heartlight Energy, because it was all about expanding and radiating your heart light out into the world. So I hope that helps. Take back your power. And this week with the full moon is a beautiful time to look at those parts where you need to burn away those parts that need healing. Just call in the dragon energy and burn away those aspects of yourself that have been leaking your energy or giving your power away to situations or circumstances or people, that it's draining your energy, and that's what leads to burnout, which is another area I specialize in. But I look at it from a soul's perspective and also from an energetic perspective. So this full moon is intense. It's a turbulent time, but the rewards are so rewarding. So I'm going to choose a card from the Angel Guide. This is another deck from Kyle Gray. And with the full moon, honoring what we are letting go of, honoring what's coming to the surface to be cleared, honor who you are as a soul, and all the aspects of you that you have healed, and those aspects of everything that you have learnt and grown from all these significant emotional events. Acknowledge yourself for how far you've come and everything that we have all been through. So this is just perfect. As I was talking about this is the card that jumped through, and it says vulnerability and freedom. So everything we were just talking about, this is perfect, and because it's all about allowing yourself to be vulnerable and go deep into those inner parts, those inner wounds, those deep areas that have been suppressed, and shining a light on those areas in order to heal them. So maybe they've been dormant for many, many lifetimes, and you're now shining the full moon light on those and allowing yourself to feel those aspects, to feel those parts, and just heal them. You know, take a step back and actually look at, like I said earlier, you know, look at the messages, look at what you've learnt from that, and then transmute it, transcend it, transform it, dissolve the energy and let it go. And then you get the freedom. So it's about being vulnerable in order to feel free. Okay, the extended message is, it is always easy to put yourself out there, but you are being encouraged to do so now. Drop the shields and the barriers that you have put up, because these walls are preventing the world from seeing your light. Your angel guide is reminding you that you don't need to protect yourself, because God can do that for you. Whenever you feel vulnerable or unsafe, old habits and patterns will want to kick in, but call in the light of God and surrender your need to protect yourself. When you give angels permission to come in and help you, they will. They will guide you towards freedom, joy, and your highest good. So just know that the angels are here to support you through this process, to boost your confidence, and anything that's coming up for you and any vulnerability, just call in your angelic friends, call in the ascended masters, call in the archangels to help you to clear this energy. Because when you move into that freedom, your angel guide is encouraging to take some time today to connect with those parts of yourself that you love and admire. And so, yes, it is a turbulent time. Yes, if you are super sensitive, this is a lot of sensitivity coming up, and just keep nurturing and nourishing your inner child. Keep practicing your self-care, And if you'd like to have a conversation about the Ben Method Academy and what that entails and all the aspects, like you can check out my website lindaben.com and go to the Ben Method Academy, and it's 3 phases. We go into the release, realign, restore, rebalance, and re-energize. And then also, and that's a program I created over 20 years ago. Plus, you get the Ben Method training of balance, energy, nurture, and nourish, which again, it's all advanced self-care for the soul for you to regain your mojoy. So, on that note, I send you much love and many blessings for this magical week ahead, and allow yourself time to nurture you, to sit in that expansion energy, and allow yourself to feel what's coming up for you in order for you to expand into the new version of you. So much love, and I look forward to seeing you next week. And please share this out with anyone, or your loved ones, your friends, family, that this message may also help at this time. Take care and have a wonderful week. Bye for now.